Hey guys, welcome back to our Happy Meets Healthy. So today we're going to talk poke bowls. I absolutely love them. They are bright, colorful, almost like deconstructed sushi rolls in a bowl. And if you guys have been enjoying them too or seeing them around, you might know how fun they are. You can use so many different ingredients. What we're going to do today, I'm going to show you how to make them at home in no time with barely any cooking or really no cooking. We're going to break this into 5 really easy steps. The first thing is, what's your base for your bowl? Brown rice is such a classic. Now, a way to streamline prep, I love to buy those packages of pre-cooked rice. You can find them by the regular rice. You just have to nuke them for like a minute or two and they're perfect and ready to go. They give you just the right amount too, especially if you're cooking for 1 or 2 or a small group. But if you're trying to cut carbs and cut calories, or you're doing keto or paleo or the Weight Watchers plan, a great swap is cauliflower rice. I'm sure you guys have seen this everywhere lately. Check out your supermarket's prepared produce section for cauliflower rice. It also makes a great base, and it's going to pick up lots of the flavors that we're going to be adding and building into our bowls. I always love to add a little dose of greens to my bowls because why not? We all need to be eating more veggies, and this is the perfect place to do it. So one of my favorites, if you guys haven't been cooking with this, is lacinato kale. I'm going to show you this guy. Sometimes called dinosaur kale or cavolo nero, black kale. And the reason I like using this in bowls and in raw kale salads, it's got a more tender bite than curly kale does, so it's great to enjoy in something like this. And all you need to do is just do like a quick shred. Okay, so step 1 was our base. We've got that set. I'm doing this for 2 right now. By the way, if you wanted to do this for meal prep for the week or for lunches, just grab little containers like this, line them up, and follow the same process. Now, once we've got our base done, let's go for some colorful fruits and veggies. This is the fun part where we're really adding lots of great nutrition, but also lots of great flavor. So some of my favorites, pick up pre-shredded purple cabbage. Again, the prepared produce section is totally your friend at the supermarket. You can use this in other dishes throughout the week too. It's a great one. You can add it to tacos or slaws or stir fries. It's one I love to keep on hand. Same goes for shredded carrots. So many different ways you can use those. This is really all about what your favorite ingredients are. You can put sliced peppers in here, tomatoes, whatever you like. One I love to add for a boost of fiber and some more protein are some edamame. You can just buy these frozen in the freezer section and microwave them for just a minute or 2 just to kind of get them al dente to a nice texture. Another one I love to add is a little fruit element for some sweetness and some juiciness. I've got some diced mango here. Again, guys, go to the prepared produce section. They have it already cut up for you. It'll make your life easier if you don't want to deal with cutting up a mango. You could also put pineapple in your bowl. That would be really fun. Mandarin oranges, if you like that. Asian pear. Lots of different options. As you can see, we're adding lots of really great color and texture. It's going to keep us satisfied and make us happy when we're eating healthy food. Next up, I love adding cucumbers to these. Persian cucumbers, if you guys haven't been buying these, I highly recommend them. They're tiny little dense cucumbers. You can cut up 1 at a time. If you're cooking for 1 or 2, you have less waste. And they make it really easy to prepare for these bowls. I'm just gonna go lengthwise like this, and then cut it into a little dice. Here's another tip for you guys, especially if you are feeding a family or you have picky kids or even picky teens, picky friends. I like to set up, I used to do this to my daughters when they were little, set up a little food buffet almost with all of your topping options out and then let everybody assemble their own bowls. It's a great way to get everybody involved in meal prep, and if you are feeding a family or you have kids or even picky people in your life, they can customize their bowl to their tastes. It's a great trick to get people to eat healthier too. Avocado, gotta have it. Love avocado so much. And if you guys aren't clear on how to best cut an avocado, I'm gonna show you the quickest way. You're gonna go around the perimeter like this and give it a little twist to open it. Now, be careful with this part, but we're gonna take the blade of our knife and we're just gonna whack it into the seed like this and give it a little twist. Ta-da! Then finally take a large spoon, either a tablespoon or even a serving spoon, and you can just give it a nice scoop. If you were meal prepping this ahead, what I would advise you to do with the avocado is toss it with a little bit of lemon juice or lime juice. It's gonna help keep it from browning. Use a dish towel or something like this to safely remove the pit from your knife. Avocados add that amazing buttery richness and a dose of healthy fat to this too. You can see it's like a little rainbow masterpiece I'm putting together here. Avocado storage tip. If you're only using a quarter of it or a little bit, rub the cut edge with a little bit of lemon juice or lime juice and wrap it tightly with plastic wrap that you push in on it on all the surfaces. The thing that causes that gross browning that you don't like on your avocado is exposure to air. So a little bit of lemon or lime juice and covering it up will make it keep a little bit longer and keep it tucked in the fridge. Step 1 was our base. Step 2 are colorful, beautiful toppings. Now let's add a healthy dose of protein and the poke part of our poke bowl. So I've got 2 fun options for you here. One is some sushi grade tuna. You could also do sushi grade salmon. Just go to your fishmonger or the fish counter at your supermarket and get the freshest, highest grade seafood that you can find. Tuna and salmon are naturals. Another one, and this one's a great one if you're meal prepping ahead for a week's worth of lunches, just pick up some poached or pre-cooked or grilled shrimp, because that's something that you know will keep in the fridge for 2 to 3 days, 3 to 4 days. If you were meal prepping all the way through to Thursday, what I would recommend doing is just adding another dose of protein that you picked up on Wednesday to carry you through the week. But this part is fine to prep ahead. So we're gonna add some shrimp to this guy. You could do shredded chicken here. If you don't like seafood, I totally get it. Some people aren't into it. If you're vegan or vegetarian, you could do chickpeas, you could do white beans, black beans, things like that would be nice. Even tempeh or tofu. Now, when it comes to your seafood that you're gonna be dicing up for the poke, we're just gonna cut it into little bite-sized morsels. A little bit goes a long way too, which is why, again, this can be a really inexpensive dinner or meal prep lunch idea. I mean, my gosh, when you go out for these, the more fun things you add on, it's like $1 here, $1 there. We can do these for so much less money than it would cost to go out to make our get poke bowls. Step 4, we're gonna make a really fun drizzle or topping for our poke bowls. It's kind of the most fun part, right? When you go out for them, you get to point on the board to which one you want. Now, to keep it simple for yourself, if you don't feel like making your own drizzle, you can totally just use like ponzu sauce or teriyaki sauce, or even like a sesame ginger dressing that you pick up in the salad dressing aisle. But one of my favorites to put on top is a spicy sriracha aioli. Now, aioli is really just a fancy word for mayo. So we're gonna use light mayo, so I'm keeping things nice and light and healthy here. Mix a little bit of that in a bowl. Sriracha. You could use wasabi paste here if you wanted. That would be really fun too. And just add as much as you like for heat. Now, to make it a little bit more like a drizzle or a dressing, and to give it even more Asian flavor, we are going to add a little bit of rice vinegar. It's not as strong as other vinegars, but it's going to give a nice tart edge to our sauce. You could just eyeball this, do it to taste. And then to give it another little boost of flavor, we're gonna add a little bit of sesame oil. I love cooking with sesame oil. A little bit goes a long way, so you don't actually have to add a lot of fat. You could also add minced ginger to this. You could add some minced garlic. Have fun with different flavors. If you were making these ahead for lunch, I would recommend putting this in a little baggie on the side and adding your drizzle when you're ready to eat, just so it doesn't get things soggy or all fall to the bottom. Okay, step 5, we're almost done. You see how easy this is, you guys? Now, for toppings, It's always fun to add color, crunch, flavor, whatever it is you enjoy on top of your poke bowls. These are some of my favorites. I'm gonna do a little bit of torn cilantro. Mint would be fun here. You could do parsley if you wanted, even like a Thai basil if you find some of that at your supermarket. I always love to garnish with herbs. It's such a great way to add flavor without adding calories or fat, and just gives a great boost of like an herbal, and herbs add an herbal note. Next one, if you've been following me, you know how much I love scallions. They keep for so long in the fridge and they add that nice mild green onion flavor and a little bit of a crunch. They're so easy to prep too. You just give them a quick rinse, slice off the root end. When it has like a thick white base like this, I like to have it lengthwise and then just slice it. We eat with our eyes. Can you see how pretty these are and how much color? So again, treat yourself like a guest at your own party and make things look really beautiful for yourself. You'll enjoy your food even more and appreciate every bite. Okay, 2 more great toppings for these. I absolutely love using black sesame seeds. I know that sounds like very basic and simple. You can get these on Amazon or a lot of supermarkets, but just watch. They add such a nice contrast of color to the top of these bowls versus plain old sesame seeds. Sometimes it's like those little tiny tricks that make all the difference. And then this is a fun little twist. My daughters love these. You guys might like them too for snacks. Pick up some of those little seaweed snacks and just tear them up or break them up. It's gonna add, again, that little bit of crunch and contrast and flavor to the top of your bowl. You can imagine why this is a fun one for kids to do themselves, right? Hey, I'm like an overgrown child myself. I love putting together pretty food like this and getting my hands in it. Other great toppings could be pumpkin seeds or chopped peanuts, but again, or even white sesame seeds. We're going for crunch, color, and contrast here. So that's it, DIY poke bowls in 5 easy steps. They're healthy, less expensive, and amazing for dinner or for meal prep. If you guys like this video, please be sure to subscribe below, hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos, and share this with your friends too. These poke bowls are so awesome for an easy, no-cook weeknight dinner, for meal prep, great for kids. So fantastic. I hope you enjoy them too.